Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there. Kneel before doom. Well, kids, they said they couldn't air guitar to this, but... All right, everyone, welcome to the premiere episode of One World Under Doom, the Dr. Doom podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, the Owl of Latveria. It is
Justin the Owl, stepping out from behind the green cloak.
And you may know our band leader there, that famous Irish air guitarist, Air O'Smith. It is Russell.
Hello. I'm Ladverian's #1 air musician, and
Yes.
I can never make a mistake because I'll get doomed.
That's right. He doesn't accept mistakes.
Oh, I thought you were the His Royal Highness's official Mountain Dew brewer.
I spend too much money on tobacco and Mountain Dew.
Well, it is green. It is green. It keeps in with the color theme.
Doom is a man of culture,
The royal beverage of Latveria, yes.
Beverage and fuel for the Doombots.
I didn't know that's what they ran on.
Oh my. That, well, pure hatred, and yes, Mountain Dew.
Yes.
He found out Reed drinks Mellow Yellow. Richards!
All right, so yes, we again, this will take the place most times of your Energon universe, but yes, every month we'll come to you with a new tale of the world's most famous college dropouts, Victor Von Doom. So this time, to kick us off, I believe me and Russell were just talking. I believe this was a Russell pick, Iron Man 149 and 150, and then 249 and 250, kind of like bookend stories here.
The original and the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, was this one? Is this a favorite story of yours, Russell, or just?
Oh yeah, I always love the stories from when I first read it, and it was the cover that jumped out at me, especially 150's cover of those two just like about to come to blows and
throwing down.
Yeah, and I just thought it was interesting that Doom and Iron Man would face off. Of course, now with recent announcements, it's a little bit more complicated. But back then, I was just like, hey, these two, they're pretty similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I mean, there's even like at least a what if story or two where they kind of swap places. So.
We should cover one of those someday.
Yes, that, and then God, what is that? Is it Irredeemable? There's some Iron Man series where basically
infamous,
yeah, where
that one, yeah,
where Victor when Doom basically takes Iron Man's place. Yeah,
I can do it better than you.
His face gets fixed for 2 seconds, so he's like, oh, I'm a good guy now. But then his
and that was post Secret Wars, so he was trying to redeem himself, and
but then the minute he gets the tiniest scar on his face, he's evil again. So it's like what hack?
Richard!
What hack would write that story?
Spend it.
Oh, that was all. It was the Fantastic Four didn't exist at that time, so he had no reason to be upset. He was just like, I'm good. I'm a good guy.
Oh yeah, he was nice and mellow. He thought Reed was dead or something.
Again.
Yeah.
Again.
This time for sure.
The final Secret Wars or whatever.
Yeah.
Killed by Disney that time.
That's right. Yeah, them and the X-Men. All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. I was just killing time. I'm going to get these covers here so we can show these covers.
Oh yeah, these wonderful covers.
Like Russell was saying, yeah, these are good covers.
Yeah.
All right, let's pull them out here.
I think these were included in that wonderful omnibus that I think you have it, Russell, the Book of Doom, that has like it's kind of like all of Doom's greatest hits. This is in there, isn't it? Both of these stories.
I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know if the sequel is, but I'm pretty sure the first one is.
Mm-hmm. I've got to get that.
I actually don't have that omnibus anymore. I gave it to a friend. So
you did? Oh, okay. Yeah, that looks like a good one.
Friends don't let friends keep omnibuses.
That's right.
All right. I finally got this covers. Ready to dive in?
Ready.
All right. So,
one-way trip to Latveria.
One-way to Latveria. That didn't work out. Again, he's the band leader. Come on. All right. We got, starting off here, Invincible Iron Man 149.
Doomquest.
Man, there's eye drops for that.
Yeah. Doom's eyes are permanently bloodshot.
Yeah. The whole time. It's just...
Yeah. That happened along with the facial scarring. Like, it was permanent.
Permanent itchy eye, yeah.
Latveria does not believe in eye wash stations. That's
or
Visine drops.
Oh.
There's actually a name for that condition where your eyes your eyes don't produce enough tears or something. I can't remember what it's called, but
he has a scarred face.
Doom has no need for tears.
Yes. Doom has not cried since his mother was stolen by Mephisto.
Do not mock my permanent pink eye.
Yeah, that's why he's so mad. He's got permanent pink eye. Make anybody grumpy.
All right. Iron Man 149 from August 1981. Doomquest. Writers David Michelinie and Bob Layton. Penciler John Romita Jr., inker Bob Layton, colors Bob Sharon, letterer Joe Rosen, and editor Jim Salicrup. Iron Man saves a Stark International cargo ship from a band of terrorists, then instructs it to turn around and head home without delivering its cargo. Later, Tony holds a meeting with the heads of Stark International's plant chiefs and confronts Zorro about selling electronics to Latveria. Tony fires Zorro. Centuries in the past, Dr. Doom visits Cagliostro to increase his mystical knowledge, then uses his time machine to return to the present. When Doom's servant Hopman, who secretly hates Doom for slaying his brother, explains that Stark has withdrawn the booster circuit, which they will need to send Doom back further in time, Doom prepares to deal with Stark. Doom sends a manned attack vehicle to steal the circuits, and his agents manage to overcome Iron Man. Tony goes to Latveria to confront Doom, and the local military welcome him, being currently led by King Zorba Fortunato, who are glad that he's going to interfere with Doom's plans. Iron Man heads to the castle and overcomes Doom's robot guard. Iron Man reaches Dr. Doom and battles him, but when they accidentally pause in the time machine platform, Hopman activates the device and sends them to the past and smashes the machine, stranding them there. And that Hopman must be a last name, because yes, it's the one who was killed in Fantastic Four 87 or whatever. It was also Hopman.
Yeah, was that the dude that he killed with like the piano that, or the whatever it was that had the sonic tones of death on it or whatever?
Oh, is that when he's singing there going, "Oh baby, you"? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that.
Good. Oh, okay. Yes. Gustav. It was Gustav Hopman who was killed in that issue, but this one is Gert Hopman.
Oh, okay.
Gert.
So
Gert.
Make Gert squirt.
Oh my. Oh god. And then what did Doom? I'm just reading the notes here. What did Doom do after he killed the first Hopman? He returned to his embassy in Latveria, where he attempted to enlist the Submariner in his latest scheme after providing him asylum from the law in Submariner 20.
The whole world will taste thy biscuit.
They shall taste the butter sauce. Speaking of people who would give Namor asylum.
My favorite biscuit.
That's right.
Doom's no fool. He knows where the true power lies in the Marvel Universe.
I'm a sucker for a guy with a powerful rod.
And ankle wings.
The hierarchy of the biscuit verse is about to change forever.
The biscuit verse.
All right, so yeah, what do we think of this first issue?
This was a great one. Nice little setup for what happened next.
Oh yeah,
I love the part where Tony fired that dude. It's like, yeah, give him the boots, Tony.
Yeah.
Kick his ass out the door.
I love. He's like, yeah, Doom's not even in power at the moment, but you don't even send any of this stuff anywhere close to the borders of that country.
Yeah,
because that maniac will pick it up.
Yeah, well, even Zorba isn't. They say that he's peaceful and all this other stuff, but it's revealed later that he's a crackpot, right?
Yeah, I guess it's like American politics. He's the lesser of two evils. So.
Right. So they know. Just don't do business with the company in any regard. With the country.
Now, is this the same guy that the Fantastic Four actually helped Doom take back Latveria, or is that a different?
Yeah, wasn't he the same guy? Wasn't it the guy they helped get back in power in Fantastic Four 200
John
or
Byrne
something?
Story. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I love this issue. It was set up, but this is pure Doom.
Yeah, totally.
This encompasses everything that's great about this character into one issue.
Yeah, definitely.
The ego, the weaponry, all of it.
Yeah,
and it's just so good. And especially he shows up and he's like, "Teach me your tricks, old one." And the guy's like, "Okay, here you go." Yeah. And then he shoots off in a teleporter, and the guy's like, "What the?"
If he can do that, what does he need my talents for?
Yeah, that was our unofficial Spawn crossover about 15 years before Spawn happened.
Right, yeah.
Ugly Ostro.
That was the same guy, wasn't it?
Yeah. I love that when Hopman is telling Doom, "Sir, there's been a bit of a problem. You see, Iron Man prevented." He what?
I know. Doom's like, "How dare you let that happen?" It's like, what?
Yeah, goes from 1 to 1,000 in 5 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
JR, fantastic Doom artist.
Yes. Yeah.
Fantastic Iron Man artist too, but Doom especially.
Yeah, I love his early stuff on Iron Man. It's so good.
It's also so refreshing to read a pre-MCU Iron Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
When nobody knew who Tony Stark was Iron Man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And before they made him into a gold-plated dickhead. I mean, just look at that Hulk versus Thor, that Banner of War nonsense that happened a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That's a prime example of what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just can't handle the way that they've written Tony Stark these days. I can't do it.
Yeah, I was just looking at these panels. I was like, 1981. If the Iron Man movie was in 1981, who would have played him? I was like, would have been like Tom Selleck or something.
Michael Douglas. Yeah, totally.
I love how much action we get in this too. You get to see Doom and Iron Man actually throw hands at the end.
Yeah.
And then that last panel, Hopman looks like what's that dude's name? The Red Ghost.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. I love the Red Ghost.
Yeah, and I thought he was going to start shooting out ape men there for a minute.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, because it looks like he goes around the bend after he smashes that machine. He's like, he's gone forever.
I killed Victor Von Doom.
That's what you think.
That's what you think. Yeah.
You're underestimating Doom.
Yeah, that's a fatal mistake.
Yeah, you better make sure he's dead.
Yeah.
All right.
So now, could you say now they're trapped in a world they never made?
Oh!
Mm-hmm. Indeed, that is true.
Uh-oh, we're going to summon him. Russell, we were saying last night, you know how to summon Noel Tate, right? You have a Republican say, it's like the Candyman. You just have a Republican say Noel Tate into a mirror 3 times.
Oh my god!
Then you just hear die.
Kill.
And you're next, Chuck Dixon.
Revenge.
Revenge. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say you just needed to say Gerber 3 times in a mirror.
Oh, that would probably work too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or you just say,
Those boobs scare me.
all right. Should we get to the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
The big kahuna.
Yeah, because another good. Yeah, this one a contender for best cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at that. It's so good.
All right. So Iron Man number 150 from September 1981. Nightmare with a K.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we got the same team here. Iron Man and Doctor Doom find themselves stranded in the past in the kingdom of Camelot. A band of Knights of the Round Table confronts the duo and they skirmish when Doctor Doom refuses to acknowledge their authority. But Iron Man makes Doom agree to go with them to Camelot. The duo present themselves to King Arthur, but Doom's royal pretensions do not impress the king. Doom forces a servant to give him the location of Morgan Le Fay's castle and requests the witch's aid in rescuing his mother from hell. She agrees if Doom will help her kill King Arthur. Using a chip from Excalibur, Le Fay raises an army of undead soldiers with Doom to lead the battle. Iron Man joins King Arthur's forces to combat them and finally drives them away. Doom promises to have revenge on Iron Man someday, but in order to return to their own time, they form a temporary truce. With components from their armors, they manage to jury-rig a makeshift time machine. After returning safely home, they part ways, Doom still vowing revenge. After he, exterminates Hopman, I guess?
Yeah. He's got other things on his mind first.
Yeah, we really don't say anything about that, but yeah, Hopman's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, first thing.
Yeah. As soon as he gets back.
You're liquefied.
Can you imagine?
Encase him in carbonite.
Doom walks through the door, and Doom just walks through the door. Hopman's like,
exactly. Yeah, that's when you shit yourself right then and there.
I would.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
All right, so Russell, you said there was one moment in this issue that made you.
Yes.
What
was the one that...
I don't know if it was just because I was tired or what, but I laughed so hard that I thought I was going to piss all over myself.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to read this verbatim. It's when the knights are confronting Doom and Iron
in the
Man.
beginning? Yeah.
Yeah. And Doom grabs that guy's lance and it says,
"It is you who shall suffer punishment, beggar, by channeling power through my gauntlets into this metal lance. I shall see that you are the first man in history to experience."
now it's not going to cooperate with me. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Alternating current. And the guy's like,
and Iron Man's immediately like, "Stop it!"
Yeah.
The first man in history to be electrocuted. He's like, "What the F was that?"
Exactly. Yeah.
I also was laughing pretty hard at those like 2 panels in a row where Iron Man is looking progressively more confused. He's like, Camelot? Camelot?
Yeah, I laughed at the part where Tony's in his room gazing out and like despairing over his condition, and then all of a sudden, "Beg pardon, good sir, but as is custom in Camelot, royal guests are provided with companionship during their stay." And he's like, "Then again."
Yeah, because he's like, "There's nothing here for me, nothing." And this woman walks in. He's
Nothing
like,
here for me at all. Nothing at all.
He's like, then again.
Yeah.
So
I guess he really thought he was never going to go back, right? Because he has a girlfriend back in
yeah, but she ran off without even telling him. So ever. Oh my lord! So this is the moment Tony Stark became his own great grandfather.
The Stark paradox is
yes.
But then I love Doom's like take on that same situation. He's like,
Why, yes, you can be of use to me. Look into my eyes.
Yeah. I was like, what horrible thing is he gonna do to
Yeah,
her?
because he hypnotizes her to get the information about Morgan Le Fay. Yeah.
Yeah.
and leaves her a vegetable for like
Yeah. Yeah. He couldn't even just like snap his fingers or anything. Take 2 seconds to break her from that trance.
I know, because he's like, Pity, I don't have time to restore your mind. It's like, why not? It took you 2 seconds to hypnotize her.
Exactly. Yeah. He's got it's
Excellent.
Doom.
You've indeed been of service, young woman. It's a pity I've not the time to restore your mental cohesion before I leave.
he just blasts a hole through the wall.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Flies
it's
off.
So good.
Yeah, it's so funny.
So she's
And then I love the part where he's charging ahead and leading this massive army of horse-bound skeleton
Ghouls.
warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's that glorious 2-page spread where there's these two armies clashing and battling each other with Doctor Doom and Iron Man duking it out overhead. That one, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is gorgeous. I love that artwork.
metal,
So much. It's so great.
I also love that Doom is actually somewhat smitten by
Morgan Le
Morgana
Fay.
Le Fay.
Yeah.
He's like, if this was a different time and a different place, no matter.
He throws it out of his head immediately, like, no, I have
It's
no
that
time
purple
for
hair.
this.
It's that purple hair. Gets him every time.
Oh, he's all like that purple hair, that cleavage, that dark arts
Well,
of magic.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mommy issues.
Oh.
The bird that transforms into a gargantuan beast at a moment's notice.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's so great.
But yeah, when Doom leaves that girl, like, just mindless, I was waiting for, like, Tony to be in the throne room the next day being like, oh, God, she saw him naked.
Yeah. Yeah. Scarred for life.
But yeah,
I love it when Doom shoots off into the sky when all the ghouls like dissipate, and he screams no, and it says Arthur has seen and heard many terrible things. Still, though, Doom's scream diminishes as he rockets farther and farther into the distance. The unholy chill of that cry lingers for a long, long while.
Yeah, because Doom realized what happened. His one opportunity that he had gone through this whole mess for was gone.
yeah, because he promised to lead those forces against King Arthur, and even when Iron Man leaves, he's like, oh, I got to stay here, I promise.
Yeah.
You also have the Austin Powers Dr. Evil moment where they have to help with the time machine, and they're basically saying, we're not so different, you and I.
How about no?
This is Hoffman.
And then, how do we follow up this truly epic encounter? Next issue, Ant-Man. All right.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I'm trying to remember. I think it's mostly an Ant-Man story. Yeah, I think Tony needed a break.
That was Scott Lang, too, at that point.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because we did that first Scott Lang story, Justin. That was Michelini, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Getting his shekels. Yeah, I love that little portable time machine they come up with between their two armors. It almost looks like the ultimate nullifier.
A little gauntlet-based time machine. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite Doom stories, and just like an amazing comic in general. I just love this. This is by far my favorite Iron Man story.
Nice. Yeah, and this one's aged really well, too, over the last 40-some-odd years. It's still held up well. Yep.
And I mean, and again, great Iron Man, this is the great era where, again, no one knew he was Iron Man.
Yeah. He was just the bodyguard for Tony Stark.
I know. Well, it's like these first...
I am surprised. Surprised they kept that up for so long, though. Like,
I know.
Like, if you put it into, like, real-world, like, thought process, you're like, man, that Iron Man guy, there's something about him.
You never see him and Tony in the same room.
Well, he's always like, I'm the bodyguard. I rushed him to safety.
Yeah. At least when Jim was in the armor, then you had at least could keep up that ruse for a while.
Right.
When Rhodey was in the armor, but
But yeah, I mean that lasted till like almost a few years before the first movie.
Yeah,
lasted into the 2000s.
Yeah.
All right, ready for the sequel?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about this one.
Oh yeah,
nice. Was this your first time reading this one, Russell? The sequel?
I feel like it is. I owned it, but I don't think I ever read it.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob Layton greatness.
That's right. All right.
It's crazy how you can definitely tell this is like 10 years later. Like this is when we're transitioning into the 90s now. So
yeah, definitely
totally different art style.
Yep.
But and new armor for Iron Man at least.
This is a couple of different suits later.
Oh yeah,
yeah. This is that Marvel versus Capcom armor coming on now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've already gone through that last armor, Silver Centurion, and now on to this one.
Yeah, the Silver Centurion was my favorite.
All right, Iron Man 249 from November 1989. The Doctor's Passion. Writers David Michelinie and Bob Layton, although this time penciler and inker is Bob Layton. Colorist Paul Becton, letterer Janice Chiang, and editor Howard Mackey. Artifacts of unknown origin and power appear before Doctor Doom and Tony Stark at the same time. Doctor Doom is determined to possess both fabulous artifacts, even if it means tearing Stark International apart. Although it should say Stark Enterprises, but okay. All right, so what do we think? I love Doom in his evening of music.
Oh, yeah. A casual evening of symphony at home.
The conductor, did we call him, please you, my lord?
Yeah. He is sweating his ass off.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and then that thing appears, yeah.
Yep.
He's got the Caesar hand going to where he's either going to give the thumbs up or the thumbs down.
Yeah.
But he's interrupted by the artifact. It's so good.
Yeah, what did you think of this one, Russell, where this was your first time reading this one?
Well, I liked this one. It feels like there was even more setup in this one than there was in the last one. And, like, at first, and of course, I don't know I don't think there even really were solicits back in these days. At least not how they are now. So, like, people genuinely didn't know what was coming. So they might not have realized that this was going to be a sequel to the previous Iron Man Doom encounter, other than it was, Iron Man and Doom again. But yeah, I really like the art. Bob Layton is awesome, and Michelinie knows how to write Doom. That's for sure. Doom knocks that old lady down. she like, hello, I am Doom.
I thought she fainted. Did she faint?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
she did. Yeah, she's just looking up at this 8-foot tall Doom in front of her.
I knocked her down with my pure magnetism.
But
you mean Tony's housekeeper or cleaning lady, Mrs. Fruit Bagel?
Yes, Fruit Bagel.
Oh, comic books.
Yeah, but I really liked it. I liked the setup. I don't think I liked it as well as the setup for the previous one, because that one felt more natural. Like it was an international incident. Iron Man stopped these weapons from going to Latveria. Where this is like a magical object shows up and conveniently goes to Iron Man and Doom. Ooh.
Yes. It's definitely more contrived. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're coming off a lot of different storylines here where, Tony can walk again after being paralyzed. And then he talks about buying this mall after the battle with AIM and Hydra, which a certain friend of ours showed up in that story, Mr. Joe Fixit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We know that guy. We know him pretty well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How about blowing up that meteor and turning it into popcorn?
Yeah. That was good. personally, I loved the interaction between Doom and Tony Stark, and Doom's barging his way into Tony's place, and he goes, "Oh, Renoir, I have 3 myself, but I had 4, but I ordered 1 burned." And Tony says, "What? You had a priceless work of art destroyed? In heaven's name, why?" And Doom just says, "It displeased me." And then he tries to offer to buy this magical item from Tony, and Tony refuses. And then Tony says, Doom just casually walks away, and he says, "Very well, I pursued proper channels. Now, whatever transpires is on your shoulders." Which is totally Doom. It's like, I'm going to give you this op. I'm going to get my way one way or the other. We can do it the easy way or the difficult way. We'll try the easy way first, just because I'm a man of honor and I have a sense of ethics and morals. I'm not just going to burst in and steal it right off. I'm going to give you the chance to do the right thing first. And then if you don't, then I'm just going to go ahead and take it.
This Michelini he understands Doom.
He does.
Understands him perfect. Totally. Because we didn't talk about it, but the end of the last story where Iron Man's like, "Why should I trust you?" and Doom is like, "'Cause I'm a man, 'cause I give you my word." And
and
that's one of Doom's most notable traits is that yes, he is a villain, he is a bad guy, but he's honorable.
He doesn't lie. Yeah, no, he doesn't lie.
Yeah,
yes,
he doesn't lie. He doesn't backstab. He's not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God.
He has no need to lie.
Oh my God, there's a Michelini story from Spider-Man where Doom's in it. Oh God, we got to cover that one day. That is the great.
Oh, that's 350. Yeah, Spider-Man gets the tar kicked out of him by Doom. Yeah, I'll never forget that one. There was one part where he blows up part of this building that both of them are in, and then the next panel you see Spider-Man, his costume's all torn up. You can see part of his face. One of his spider lenses is cracked and stuff. There's all kinds of flaming debris all over the place. And you see Doom just casually striding through all the debris. Totally unsinged. Not even a scratch on it from any of this.
Oh, hey, Russell,
it's amazing.
Russell, you got a message from customer support here?
Oh, lovely.
What the hell?
What in the hell is happening?
Wow, someone went to some time and effort there. Jeez.
Oh my God.
Who did that? That's a good one.
Wow.
Holy crap. Oh, man. That's good.
Thanks, Mom. Oh, hello, Noel. See? Noel's on. So a Republican must have said Noel Tate into a mirror 3 times. All right. Missing one beautiful shiny head. Everyone wants that Howl head. Hey.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I love the whole thing with
this. I'm in awe. I'm in shock.
I know.
I can't believe what's just transpired.
Oh, it's just because somebody made a customer support on Facebook. I don't know. Wherever you are, bravo.
Yes, well done.
Take a bow. I was gonna say Ray's not that clever. It's gonna be like Sparky or something, or Josh.
I don't think that would be Sparky. No, I don't think Sparky would do that. I think. What do you think? Do you think it's Josh?
He doesn't have Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not under his own name.
Oh. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to Facebook search customer service.
Yeah. Or you're gonna have to find out. Let us know on the next episode if you find out who it is.
I'd rather not know.
Okay.
Who hacked my Amazon account? But I love Tony. Puts this artifact in the adamantium vault, and then it even gives Rhodey a detonator. He's like, "Oh yeah, if Doom can get near that vault and open it, blow it up."
Yeah.
But is it going to be that easy to blow up adamantium?
Well, whatever's inside.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
the explosion.
Yeah, it'll contain the explosion, but yeah, it'll blow up when it's in there.
You see, there was a sentinel inside of it. That's how you
with a nuclear bomb attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love this, like, Rhodey carrying around a chain gun.
Yeah, chain gun. And then Doom comes through the elevator door. You cannot win.
He's like, I know I can't.
Yeah. And the thing just floats through the case and into Doom's grasp, and he goes, "It is destiny." And just walks away with it.
Yeah, but then he puts them together and nothing. First, nothing happens, but then this big black cloud kind of like pops out, and it gets bigger as Iron Man shows up, and then they both get engulfed and disappear.
Yeah, not to besmirch Doom's handiwork with these robots that he's using to keep Iron Man busy in the meantime while he does all of this, but a couple of panels later, Rhodey shows up, and just with his chain gun, he's able to completely shred one of these robots. And I thought, man, if these robots can't stand up to a chain gun, yikes. Wow.
Yeah.
The actual
Doom's skimping on his product here.
The actual Doom bots, I guess, are on back order.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doom can't get anything from Amazon because Russell's too busy ordering sex toys.
Don't tell him. I'll get fried.
Doom builds his...
Who is ordering pocket vaginas through the Ladverian business account?
Doom builds his own, man. He builds those Sue Richards bots and those Namor bots. What?
Namor bots? Oh, my.
Talk about a supervillain team up.
Justin's like, I'll take 3. All right, we ready for the next one?
Yes, the other big kahuna.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Which I guess is kind of acts of vengeance.
Yeah, I guess.
As like Doom was part of acts of... I don't know.
I don't know.
I think they jumped the gun on that a month earlier.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Iron Man number 250 from December 1989. Recurring Nightmare, also with a K. Same team as 249. Let's open. The artifact mystically transports Iron Man and Doctor Doom forward in time to the year 2093, there to encounter the wizard Merlin and his charge, a prepubescent King Arthur. Mysterious deaths are occurring, apparently from space. Since the monarch is too young to face the menace that currently threatens the world, Merlin has brought the 2 armored antagonists to fight for him. Doom scoffs at the thought of serving Arthur and flies off on errands of his own. Iron Man agrees to help him with some add-ons to his armor procured from the local shopping mall. He flies into space. He discovers a space station complete with neutron cannon and guarded by Andros Stark, the latest iteration of Iron Man. His armor is no match for the Iron Man of this time period. Iron Man barely makes it back to Earth. Meanwhile, Doctor Doom manages to build himself a time platform to return to his time, along with some future tech to make conquering his home time period easier. He discovers, however, that Merlin's spell prevents him from returning until the mission is completed. The Iron Man of 2093 goes to see his partner, the Victor Von Doom of this era, reduced to a head and a few organs in a mechanical parody of his classic armor. Doom knows that the old Iron Man, and very likely his past self, have been brought forward in time. Furious, Doctor Doom rejoins Iron Man, Merlin, and Arthur for a trip to the mystical lake, paved over until Merlin's magics undo the urban renovation, where the lady offers the sword Excalibur to Iron Man. The sword mystically restores Iron Man's battered armor, enabling him to go back into orbit. Doom feels a mystic summons telling him where he needs to go to find the perpetrator of the plot. The two fly off on their separate missions. Iron Man slices through the neutron cannon, then decompresses the space station. Andros' counterattack is met by Excalibur, which Iron Man uses to deflect the blast and disable the future Iron Man's propulsion jets. Doctor Doom encounters his future self. They discuss the scientific and moral implications of their situation. Proclaiming that his ludicrous future self is unfit to rule, Doom blasts him to pieces, proclaiming that he will never be reduced to such a sorry state. Merlin sends the two back to their own era, thankfully with no memory of this event. A good thing, as Doctor Doom had learned through historical records that Anthony Stark is Iron Man. Which, that was a shock for 2 whole seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thoughts?
What are your thoughts, Russell? Where this was your first time reading this one?
Yeah. Hey guys, I'll be right back. Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Well, I liked that it was kind of a parody of the first one.
Yeah.
Like it was almost played for laughs. Like you know, we have the almost the exact same for opening splash page, and almost the exact same dialogue between Doom and Iron Man, and they both do the thing where they're like, "Huh, where are we?"
Yeah.
It's like definitely a recurring nightmare. I thought it was awesome that they kind of took it in a different direction and just didn't do like the same thing over. Merlin was hilarious. I don't
wearing his suit and this fez hat and all this stuff.
He's like, this will be less conspicuous, or this will draw less attention. But
right.
This was also my first time reading Andros Stark.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'd never been exposed. I mean, I've heard of him, but I've never read anything with him in it. Was that Iron Man 2020? Is that what?
I think so.
Is?
Yeah.
So he's old at this point. Yeah.
It's either him or there was an Arno Stark too. I can't remember if that was 2020. That might be him.
He mentions that. He mentions Arno Stark was like his grandfather or something. So that would make sense.
Yeah. That's also a good one. That's a great story too. Yeah.
But
what did you think of Andros?
I thought he was awesome. It was like this evil Iron Man, and if you didn't know he was evil, just look at his teeth.
The serrated edges and spiky protrusions all over the place. Yeah.
I was most interested by the Darth Vader Doctor Doom, more machine than man, and he's kind of at the end of his rope. And Doom is like, I'll never be him. But then, of course, he loses his memory. So,
right.
But we know that Doom is going to be still kicking it in 2099.
Yes,
so...
exactly. And there's a whole other story that we'll discover in that sphere of things. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I liked how this Doctor Doom was kind of feeble. And he was like, at the end, all he had prepared was that electromagnetic trap, which the other Doom was easily able to get out of. And he said, what else have you got prepared for me? And the future Doom just said, that was it. That was all I had prepared, because I had thought that was going to be enough to deal with Stark. And I just thought, man, the Doom that I know would have had a million different contingencies. So this is like you said, this is a Doom, like it's kind of the end of his rope. He's really got nothing left. He's running on fumes at this point, and he kind of it's almost like he welcomes the oblivion that the other Doom visits upon him, because at this point he sees it as an act of mercy.
Put me out of my misery,
right?
And Doom blows him the fuck out.
Obliterates this man. There's nothing left.
There's nothing left.
Yeah.
I thought it was such a huge moment when Doom figured out he was Tony Stark, and then it was instantly
the next page. Yeah.
So I didn't care for that. I didn't care for them losing their memories at the end. I always hate that trope anyway. But but I guess it needed to happen, because one, Doom can't know what he turns into, and he also can't know who Tony Stark is, because that would cause other problems.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it hasn't been a problem now. Everyone knows Tony Stark's Iron Man.
Right. Yeah. It's almost like, what was the big deal about it in the first place? Why did they keep it secret for so long?
Right. It's like they did because everyone who knew who Peter Parker was for a little bit there, and then they were like, nope, we've got to undo that now.
Yeah, that's not working. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'm glad that they reversed that. That made sense.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I almost read it as like a deconstruction of the first one, like a parody, like a self-parody.
Yeah,
and
a lighter version of the first one. Yeah.
Like especially those first 2 pages of like 150 and 250. It's like, oh, how time travel feels, and the second one's like, deja vu.
It's basically the same thing. It's just the reversed perspectives. Yeah. I love it.
So yeah,
and great artwork throughout it. I mean, Bob Layton in the second story, just knocking it right out of the park in both issues. So good.
Agreed.
I was going to say, should we put it to a vote? What we do next time? Because I don't
think we didn't really select our picks, did we?
No, because
okay.
Yeah, like we were saying that, like I said, for October, should we either do that Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange story, or should we do that Fantastic Four annual where he's battling, Mephisto, and he grabs Franklin Richards to use his power and stuff to fight Mephisto?
Oh yeah, that annual was one that I had originally picked for Marvel Tales, right? Yeah,
I'd say we do one of those for October.
I like. Let's do the annual.
Okay.
Nice,
because like Justin already had it picked anyway, so yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, that was going to be.
Have you read that one, Russell?
I've never read it, so.
Oh, nice.
I think it's number 20. The annual 20.
I think so. Yeah. That one's
cool.
Great. You'll love that one. And I think that excited. Has one of the major developments involving Kristoff.
Oh, I should have mentioned this, but like the first Doctor Doom comic I ever owned was actually Kristoff.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It was that cover. This was when Shulky was in the Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like the cover is like a giant Kristoff looking around a building. At the Fantastic
Is it
Four.
Like it's like 278 or something? Yeah,
I think that's that one. Yeah.
Yep, that was my first one.
Oh, I love that. That's wonderful.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do at least one episode on Kristoff. Be like, kid with Doctor Doom's brain.
Yeah.
He's technically like his first appearance is when he's a kid, and it's in one of my favorite Doom stories, which is the one I mentioned earlier, where the Fantastic Four help him take Ladveria back.
Zorba, right? Yep.
Yeah, I love that one. So good.
Yeah, that's
like
a great story.
Early Burns run,
yeah, classic.
This is the classic. He's on the cover and he says, "This land is mine.
This land is mine." Yeah, so good.
This land is my land.
So many great Doom stories. We can talk about. Like you mentioned earlier, that Spider-Man one. I love the one where Amazing Spider-Man number 5, Dr. Doom.
Oh, his first appearance is his first battle. Yeah,
Ditko and
Teenager.
Yes,
Teen-Ager.
Oh, Stan.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I just 350 just popped in my head because that was another Michelinie. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I love it's like Black Fox steals I think this jewel that belonged to Doom's mother. He's like, you guys got 24 hours to get it back. And don't you know, 24 hours on the dot, he shows up. He's like, where is it?
On the second. Yeah.
It's one of the great things about this show is that, like, not only has Doom been around for, 60 plus years and he's had a lot of content, but there's a big variety. Like, he has literally he's fought everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's fought the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, the Hulk, all the way down to
the Avengers,
Punisher,
the X-Men,
Moon Knight,
X-Men, Avengers.
Yeah,
he's
fought them all.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, we might have to do the Doctor Doom cupcake story.
The what?
The Doctor Doom cupcake story.
Oh, the cupcake. Yeah.
Yes.
The one with rage.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Do you guys remember? Doom's familial affiliation in the Ultimate Universe?
No.
He was a descendant of Dracula.
Oh.
No. No, thank you.
Oh man! I mean, we might have to do a Secret Wars episode somewhere.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Both of them.
When he gets the power of the Beyonder, yeah.
Yeah. Both the old Secret Wars and the new Secret Wars.
Yeah.
That's
and
one of my
I think that we
stories.
should go through the entire series of Doom 2099 over
I knew
time.
this was coming.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Because
it's
I
a lot
think that
better
is
than
one of
it's a
the
lot
best-
better than Hulk 2099. All right.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that, to be honest with you, I think that was the best series out of all of these.
Oh.
Even Spider-Man.
Oh.
Even Spider-Man. I'll go on record as saying that. I think it was the best series out of the 2099 line.
Better than Ravage?
Better than better than Ravage. Better than X Nation 2099 even.
Ghost Rider 29.
Yes. Absolutely. Punisher 2099 couldn't hold a candle to it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Justin, did you tell me before that you hadn't read Brubaker's Books of Doom?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
It's
if I,
like
Was that a
miniseries.
miniseries?
I don't know if I've read it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I don't remember.
It's like the Doctor Doom equivalent to Magneto Testament,
Oh,
which was
wasn't it 2008 or 9 or something?
yeah, it's like mid 2000s. Ed Brubaker does it, and it's like a fully fledged origin of Doom.
Mhm.
Like it basically takes everything that we've known and expands on it, and it's super sad, but it's super good.
I think I'm gonna look up the cover because I'll recognize it from the cover. That's how my brain works these days.
And remember, kids, currently in the Marvel Universe, Doom is Sorcerer Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was it 2005? Maybe.
Yes, that's
Yes, I did read that. That was good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Ed Brubaker and who was the? Oh, Pablo Raimondi and Mark Farmer. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I haven't read that since 2006 or 7. Was a little after it came out.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one
I'm
to cover
excited.
too. We could do the whole thing of
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm. There's so much potential here. There's
Yeah.
so much.
well, start making a list, boys.
That's right. Yeah, we could each
Check it twice.
pick 3 stories, and we'd have a whole year worth, or 4 stories. Right?
Mm-hmm. 2025. They're already hyping it up as the year of Doom, right? So,
Oh yeah.
We'll see.
well, I mean, in the comic book, I'm not talking about
Yeah.
that thing that we're not going to talk about. The MCU.
That thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's already Sorcerer Supreme, and I think it kind of kicks off here soon once Zeb Wells is off of Amazing Spider-Man. Thank God. Yeah. Once Eight Deaths of Spider-Man starts, Doom's like involved in that somehow. So.
Yeah, I really want to read that because it's Ed McGuinness art and
Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly, and Spider-Man gets a cool like Doctor Doom costume, and it's just something new, and I love it.
Yeah.
And speaking of Zeb Wells, kids, stay tuned for Ultimate Spider-Cast 300, where Lilith and I literally throw a party to say goodbye to Zeb Wells. Lilith ordered a cake. I'm not exaggerating.
I love it.
Oh Lord!
And much rejoicing.
Oh yeah.
It's like the end of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, everybody's dancing around.
Yeah. Yup, nub. Yup, nub, nub.
Oh. Russell, can I get a video of you dancing as an Ewok to play during the party?
Lieutenant.
All right. Anything else?
Why didn't we do it? Why didn't we do a show just covering the animated classic Ewoks from?
Oh, yeah. That's an important part of my childhood. that droids was a double feature on my Saturday mornings for a couple of years.
Yeah, and we could talk about Caravan of Courage and.
Oh, we could talk about it. I don't think we will.
Homer Simpson going into the bush there.
Caravan of Crabbage.
Oh
yeah, we could. I'm still surprised no one signed up for the $100 tier on Gamma Charge, so I can talk about Hulk 2099.
I know. I'm surprised about that too, Russell.
nobody's brave enough.
Yeah, come on, kids. Pay for that $100 tier. Russell can't afford all this sexual paraphernalia by himself. Come on.
Exactly. He's going to the poorhouse with all these Amazon purchases.
He's masturbating himself into the poorhouse, kids. Come on.
That's some expensive silicone right there, I'll have you know.
I've maxed out Doom's credit cards. He
and he had the platinum.
Oh my God! It's not on the Marvel app, but we need to find copies. I mean, I think I have it in a collection somewhere. We need to do that Luke Cage issue somewhere along the way where he goes to Doom for the $200 Doom owes him. He steals a Fantastic car and goes to Latveria and tells, literally, and I quote, says to Doom, "Give me my money, honey."
Give me my money, honey. Yes,
because it was the 70s. Yes.
We could do that for April next year. Yeah. Oh, it would be perfect. I love it. Yeah, we'll have to figure out an alternative solution going back to Doom 2099 because, as Phil and I discovered recently, they don't have the whole series on the app. It starts at like something ludicrous like number 14 and goes up to 25 and.
Well, you know what?
I think I have most of it.
Well,
do you have it? Okay.
I have some of it, but two, they are collecting it. And two, I think once they start collecting them, then they usually start magically appearing on the app too. So,
was there an omnibus of it coming out?
There's something coming out. Yeah.
Okay.
I think there is an omnibus.
So
they might show up on the app.
Yeah, I think that's usually if they're not on there when they start showing up is when they get collected.
Okay.
All right. So. All right, kids. So yes, send your thoughts and your Monarch demands that you send your thoughts and your questions.
That's right.
Yes. On
send us your thoughts about these Iron Man issues. Even though we've already talked about it, we'll mention them on the next episode.
Send us your thoughts on that lackey Iron Man. Send them, yes.
The lackey. What did you think of Morgan Le Fay's purple hair? Did you like it as much as Doom did?
Oh my.
Wrap it around my caucus.
Whoa.
I know what Russell's next Amazon purchase is going to be. A dark purple wig.
Jackie better watch out.
Oh my. I've been a bad Doom.
Reminds me of that line from Mrs. Doubtfire where he was like, his idea of floor play was say, "Honey, brace yourself."
Oh. All right. So yeah, send it all CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your new Capes and Lunatics merch, your classic merch. Rain Ran, that other powerful figure, Lilith Hellfire, demands that you Rain Ran the money on us through the Cash App link. So
make it rain.
Don't make us dance on that pole in Latveria, because what happens in Latveria, well, ain't good. So.
Actually, is that even allowed in Latveria? I would imagine that Doom would have outlawed stripping.
You know what? Watch. Watch. The strippers are probably all butt-ass naked, except they got to wear Doom masks or something.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
Kristoff, shield your eyes, boy.
All right, kids, and of course, subscribe to our Patreon. The newest episode will be me and Lilith ranking the Alien franchise, the movies of the Alien franchise,
which was one of my requests. I'm happy about that.
Lilith says she's going to shock some people. So,
ooh,
oh boy, Resurrection number 1.
Find that at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Networks, tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right, let's go to this Justin the Alex. He'll do most of the plugs anyway, so you can find him here once a month now on One World Under Doom. You can find him every week on Marvel Tales with me. You can find him at least once a month. Now it's going to be going up on X-Men Classics. You can find him at least once a month on We Are the Night, the
The Batman Podcast.
Ray's favorite show. Justin and I talk some Azrael, and every so often he shows up for other things, like when we did the live watch of Batman 89 with Lilith and Tyler.
She's such a great time.
And of course, every so often you can catch him on Electric Mullet, but that is not all he does. You can also catch him with other individuals, like that one right next to me there.
Yeah.
All right, so tell them about these shows, Justin.
You can also find me and Russell over on Gamma Charge every month, back to 2 episodes a month, and we are now joined by our newest co-host, Josh. We also have a Patreon, so do check that out. Over on our Patreon for certain paying tier members, we are doing a retrospective on DC's version of the Hulk called Damage, and that's been super fun. Over on Predator and Prey, we are joined by the High Priest of Khonshu, Ray, and Sparky, and we're talking about the newest Predator comics coming out from Marvel, as well as the classic ones that have been collected from Dark Horse Comics. And last but not least, the Lost Library of Legends. My solo show is still going, and I will be wrapping up a 3-part retrospective on DC's The Power Company.
Double biscuits for me. I'm going to eat this up with a fork and spoon.
And Russell has a couple of other new shows going.
Oh.
Since last time we spoke.
All right, Russell, what are they?
Well, as always, I'm infrequently posting on Tomes of Evil, the comic book supervillain podcast. If you want to check out an old episode of that's pretty topical now, check out when Justin and I talked about Null, God of the Symbiotes.
Oh, yes.
Who
will be appearing in Venom. Yeah.
Yeah. I also do a little show called Ghost Stories with David Pepos, where we talk about Dynamite Comics' Space Ghost, which is conveniently enough written by David Pepos. And then, I guess last but not least, it is spooky season, and we have revitalized for season 2, Taste the Pot of Dracula. Josh, Link, and I are going to be talking about the Universal sequels, starting with Dracula's Daughter, which that starts October 1st. I don't know when this is going to hit podcast feeds. It might be before, it might be after.
It'll be before.
Wild, like an animal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the Joker nugget?
They're in me purple britches.
Howdy, y'all.
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
That's right.
Squish is a squishy. You can slather up my cobra.
Oh, that one hurts now.
We'll still come back to Energon Universe.
Yeah.
It'll just be few and far between.
Man, how would Dr. Doom react to Cobra Commander? Those two would not get along.
Oh, he would eradicate Cobra Commander in a heartbeat. As soon as he heard that voice, he'd be like, "No, this has got to go."
Yeah.
No.
Used car salesman.
Doom would probably get along more with Destro.
Oh, definitely.
Chrome domes unite.
Exactly.
Oh, my.
Metal faces of the world stick together.
All right, peasants, come back next month for your monarch, Dr. Doom. Boy, if that air guitaring is like a seizure, man, that's air drumming definitely. God, that Amazon package can't get there quick enough.
He is excited about that.
All right, come back for more Doom.